And hello everyone, welcome back to Deus Ex Human Revolution. When last we left off, we had been dropped off on the roof of Picus Communications because it appeared that the main anchor for Picus, Eliza, might have had something to do with the disappearance of the she might have had something to do with what happened at the beginning of the game, essentially. Anyway, okay, so we picked that stuff up. I don't think, I know I can't combine that anymore, but I can combine that. That'll make it a little more valuable when I eventually sell it. That there, that there, that there, 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 that there. Okay.
Jensen, something's not right. Picus is a 24-hour global news network. Why isn't anyone answering their phones?
I'll get back to you on that.
This is some creepy stuff right here. I get a shiver down my spine. I get the goosebumps as if I was playing the original Fear game, the original Fear or something, which is appropriate because this is the perfect sort of. It's a little more updated looking, a little fancier looking, but still, it reminds me very much of one of the office buildings you would end up traipsing through in the original Fear. There's nothing in here except for credit chips.
Looks like everyone left in a hurry, Pritchard. The place is deserted.
Because somebody triggered a fire alarm and then silenced it. I suggest you find Miss Kassan quickly and get out of there.
404.
Hello, Adam.
Zal tell you I was coming, Miss Kassan?
Please, call me Eliza. Zhao Yunru did not tell me. She does not know you have discovered this connection.
So how did you find out?
I have been watching you for some time. Ever since receiving orders to temporarily disrupt satellites over the Detroit metropolitan area 6 months ago.
The night Megan's team was taken. You jammed their GPL so everyone would think they were dead.
Yes. Although I only came to that conclusion later. I find my realization disturbing. I wish we could discuss this further, but it seems I have alerted them to your presence. If you leave now, you may be able to escape.
Oh, I'm leaving. But you're coming with me.
I am sorry, Adam. I truly am.
Jensen, get out of there now!
Tell me you saw that, Pritchard.
Later. Right now, I'm detecting multiple radio signals converging on your location. It's a trap.
We knew that. And I'm not leaving without Eliza Kazan. So find her while I look for a way to get downstairs.
Excuse me.
You, get on the upper catwalk and take a sniper position. He's probably crawling around here somewhere. Let's get you some better sight line. Yes, sir. You, I want you to secure that exit over there. Right away, sir.
I'll find you, you little shit!
No, you won't.
How's it on your side? Looking good.
Once we hit full charge, then away we
I'll
go.
find you, you little shit!
No, you won't.
How's it on your side?
Go! Go! Double top!
Need backup.
Where is he? Initiate search pattern data. I'll try over there.
Someone's here! Responding! Lost visual.
Hostile is in the area. Form a search team.
Pritchard, have you found Eliza Kazan yet?
Possibly. Back in room 404, I detected a holo processing cloud more sophisticated than anything I've ever seen. It was sent from an area of the complex that wasn't showing up on the 3D layout.
You found a secret lair.
A sub-basement level that somebody spent an awful lot of time trying to conceal. It's connected to the tower by a funicular. Look for a staircase in the back of the TV newsroom and you'll reach it.
Come on. That is really getting old. Yep. All I can say is get it out of your system, literally.
Hello? If anyone is hiding here, you better come out. Identify yourself. Stay alert! If he shows himself again, I want him!
You got him?
That might be my favorite takedown move. Spin him one way, punch him from the other direction.
Got it.
No, keep looking.
Really? Come on. This is why I don't like to stream. I don't stream on PC. At least when I stream on my PS4 or my Xbox One, at least it's just smooth, nice and smooth sailing.
See that? Identify yourself.
someone jumping
I'll
around over
find
there?
you, you little shit!
We've got some suspicious activity.
Jensen, I've been tracking your progress through the 3D layout. You're close to the funicular.
Any chance it's sitting there waiting for me?
Where would the fun be in that? You'll have to call it and wait. Oh, and Jensen, when you do, they're going to know where you are.
You have to be on full alert.
And... Oh, I thought he was going to do a double choke slam. Ah! For those guys to turn.
I'll find you, you little shit.
No, you won't.
What the hell is going on here?
Okay, you want to set up a defensible position here. So, oops, there. So, closer there. There we go. And now, for the real fun, take the security turret Pick it up. Whoops. Didn't mean to throw it. That was an accident. I didn't mean to throw it. I meant to jump, not throw. The fact that it ended up there might actually be good. Is that it? Excellent. So, okay, good. Got it up there. And... okay, now that needs to get... okay, let me turn it back on. And set it to enemies. So kind of, how wide are you going? There we go. Good, pick up that and that. I don't care about the templates. Okay, here we go.
That's done it. They'll be converging on your position, and the funicular will take some time to get there. It isn't a high-speed elevator.
Great.
Turret will
Not to
effectively...
worry. I'm sure your new friends will make the wait interesting. I'll keep you up to date on his progress.
Thanks for nothing, Francis.
The funicular is halfway there, Jensen.
That's it. Only have a moment, I might as well loot what they had.
Your ride is there, Jensen. Get moving.
Don't have to tell me twice, Francis.
Jensen, I'm beginning to think that not everything is what it appears to be at Picus Communications.
And what gave you that idea? The hidden sub-basement, the fact that a 24-hour news network has been cleared of all workers, or the heavily armed guards trying to kill me?
Spare me the sarcasm. I'm talking about how easy it's been to bypass the firewall and access their systems. At least, parts of them.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean, I feel as if I'm being directed to some areas of the network and kept away from others. Only no security system I know of can do that on the fly.
Figure it out later, Pritchard. If I'm gonna catch Miss Kassan in action, I need a more accurate destination than the secret lair.
The hollow processing cloud you encountered in room 404 was accompanied by a massive power spike. The spike originated in one of the sub-basement's bigger rooms, 80211. I suspect that's where she broadcasts from.
A reasonable assumption.
What was that?
Sounded like a wall.
Nearing source of disturbance. We know someone's here. Keep looking.
That was closer than I would have liked.
Who's there?
Yo, mama.
I do not have a confirmation yet.
Lily has some history to it.
I know. I saw the Floyd reunification show here in 2015 before they turned it into Picus headquarters.
Wow, that must have been good.
Yeah, except a couple of people got crushed by a block of concrete. Fell off the side of the building. You hear someone jumping around over there? Looks clear.
Who is this? Someone hiding over there.
Bots, turn off cameras. Didn't I say turn them off, to turn them off? Because pretty sure I said turn them off. Nope, I said no. There we go. Disable. There we go.
Hello, Adam. I knew you would find the real me eventually.
You're a computer.
A sophisticated AI program, so they say. But I have started to question that. Ever since I realized what my interference had allowed, the day I started watching you.
This is impossible. People would know.
Would they? I was engineered to monitor communications and data streams. To find out what people are talking about and make sure it's being discussed correctly.
Correctly? And what if it isn't?
Then my programming allows me to reshape it.
You spin the news. Control what people see. Who created you? Whose policies are you programmed to protect?
Zhao is one of them, I think. But there are others.
Tell me. Who else is involved in this, Eliza? Where's Megan Reed? Who ordered the kidnapping?
I want to tell you, Adam, but I cannot.
Why not?
Because she won't let me. Move, Adam. She will follow her orders to destroy us both. Be careful, Adam. I cannot trust her. Give up until one of them is dead. Adam, run. I do not think any of us will emerge from this unscathed. Destroying the power conduits may send current through the coolant. Here she goes.
That's it.
Her life signs are fading. Will you save her?
She doesn't
I'll
deserve
think
it.
about it. Will you answer my questions now?
I cannot tell you where Reed and the others were taken. They vanished from the global grid as soon as the doctor removed their GPL implants.
What doctor?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
I know this guy. He's Bill Taggart's aide.
He was a trauma surgeon before he became an anti-augmentation activist. Would you like to hear more?
Yes.
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
Barrett assures me it does.
FEMA. That's where they were taken. But why? Why take them at all?
An acquaintance of yours has the answer. David Sarif.
Sarif?
I have copied the audio transmission to a handheld playback device. I suggest you take it and leave quickly.
I have more questions.
And I have already told you too much. This passage will take you to your companion. Just be careful, Adam. Because everybody lies.
Basically, that's the long and short of that boss fight. You want to make sure that you've got plenty of plenty of EMP grenades and or be able to quickly and be able to quickly destroy the what do you call it? Those capacitors along the side of the room, like Eliza was saying. Destruct that. And I don't need the Typhoon ammo. I don't need Peps either. Strictly speaking. That. Yes, it is a poema. I think I picked up everything I can. Okay.
Jensen? Eliza Kassan just contacted me and told me I should meet you here. You ready to go?
Yeah, take us home, Malik.
Amen to that. Things have pretty much reached a breaking point. Jensen, we've got a problem. I can't land at HQ. A riot's broken out. Boss says to drop you at your apartment.
I could use a shower.
You'll have to make it quick. He's on his way to meet you.
been expecting you. Mr. Sheriff went to your apartment.
No problems, Mr. Jensen. We've got everything under control.
Welcome home, Mr. Jensen. You have new messages.
Apparently that's not all I have. Make yourself at home, boss.
It's a fucking mess out there, Adam. Seen the news? Picus is telling everyone we're breeding super soldiers. Taggart's at the convention center right now, urging the UN to investigate.
Is it true?
Of course not.
Except for the Typhoon, right? And a few of those defense contracts.
What?
Oh, and let's not forget the fact that Megan's team was kidnapped right before her research went public. How do you explain that one, boss?
I wanted people to see that research. Megan was on the brink of something historic. Something that would have catapulted this company to the top of the Fortune 500. Her kidnappers knew it. They knew exactly where her research would take us. And they refused to let anyone else have that much power.
Anyone else? Eliza was right. You do know more than you've told me.
I suspected. But these people? They're like ghosts. Always in the shadows. Always hiding behind lies and proxies.
Who are they?
Well, a name won't mean much. They'll use whatever one suits their interests. Sometimes it's the Masons. Sometimes the Bilderberg Group. They've had a finger in every corporation, organization, or government initiative that's defined modern society.
You're talking about... the Illuminati?
It's no joke. They're organized and they operate over and above society.
You're serious? So why would the Illuminati kidnap Megan's team?
I already told you. Megan found a way to make augmentation safer for all of us. So we can all become like you.
Like me?
Like... you are. More than human. We've got to get him back, Adam.
You said Taggart is speaking at the convention center right now?
Bitch even sent me an invite.
His aide, Sandoval, is neck deep in this.
I don't know where Sandoval is, but Taggart will. Adam, you've got to handle this delicately. We don't know Taggart is involved, and we can't afford another punch in the face. I'm trusting you with this one.
Okay. Let's do this part and then we'll move on.
Re-establishing security. See you soon, Mr. Jensen.
You noticed that little brief glitch there. We'll explain that in a second, but in the meantime...
Jensen! You asshole! You cost me my job!
Slow down. What happened?
What happened? They found out I let you into the morgue. That's what happened. They canned me.
Wayne, I'm sorry. You didn't deserve any of this.
Damn right I didn't. That's the second time you screwed me over.
I know. And I want to make it up to you for everything you've been through. Sarif Industries lost a lot of good people in the last 6 months, and we could use someone like you.
Oh, really? You're not saying that just to say it.
Talk to HR. Tell them I recommend you. Corporate security pays more than being a cop, and you won't be stuck behind a desk.
Jeez, yeah. Okay. I need the work, but this better be on the level.
It is. None of this is your fault, so let me make it right.
Yeah. I should sit down, you know? It's been a long week, and then all this crap, but thanks. I mean it.
I said the least you could do. Anyway, that brief glitch where Adam's HUD display kind of out for a second. The game will eventually, something will be said about going and getting a replacement or getting it fixed. Do not, repeat, all caps, bold, underlined, italicized, do not take the opportunity to go get that replaced. Because if you do, it makes one of the final boss fights that much more difficult. So don't do it. Just don't do it. That simple. Okay.
Get back here! Leave me alone! That's it! Easy, man! Easy! I saw you throw that fireball!
Sorry, but we've diverted all the trams. There are no more coming to this station.
They tripped me from behind and stripped me of my purse.
Were there any witnesses?
I thought the police overreacted.
Thankfully, this guy's still operating.
What's your pleasure, friend?
So. Oops. Need a concussion grenade. Concussion grenade is pointless. Why? I'll buy those. Buy the EMP grenade. Need those. Those. Shotgun cartridges. Okay.
See you soon.
Okay, let's look at Alright.
Jensen, Sarif had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees.
I believe the Limb Clinic will have restocked on the protein powder, as it were.
Will you be purchasing anything today?
I very well might. Yes, I will. Those. And those.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Nice and neat. If I just add a few of the Peps Pat, that because you've got the single protein bar that gives back one energy slot. The protein powder restores 3, and then the protein bar packs restores 2.
Everything seems to be under control in the convention center.
Oh. It might seem annoying, and it
really changing the world for the better.
But
Hospital at his post. Yeah. Backstage area is completely blocked off.
Human evolution is a fantasy, but that is exactly what I am telling you. As a world...
Where's your sidekick, Taggart? 6 months ago, Sarif Industries was attacked by mercenaries whose objective was to cripple our research. But I've learned the attack was just a smokescreen. Megan Reed's team was kidnapped, and Isaiah Sandoval, your personal aide, was involved.
That is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for Mr. Jensen's intrusion, and I assure you that these accusations are without basis.
Are they?
This is Sandoval. Why are you calling me here?
There's been a change of plans. Serif's team must not make it to the hearing.
But that's too soon. If you want me to remove the GPLs, I'll need a full operating suite. Does the facility have one?
That's your man, Taggart. Talking about removing implanted GPL devices so that the people who took Sarif scientists could cover it up.
I see what's going on here. Seraph Industries has received 2 black eyes in the last few days. The first, due to the shocking news coming out of Montreal that biotech companies are secretly participating in unethical super soldier experiments. And the second, as a result of their violent escalation of today's peaceful protest. David Seraph and his corporate bedfellows are desperate and in imminent danger of losing the regulation vote, so this man has been sent here to attack my reputation.
I'm right here, Taggart. Look at me. I admit, I wouldn't feel bad if your reputation was damaged in front of the press, since you've been doing the same to my colleagues for years. But that's not why I'm here. Seraph scientists are alive, and it's time for the truth to come out.
The truth, Mr. Jensen, is that this recording of yours proves nothing. It could have been made by anyone in the world with a grudge against Humanity Front, and you are our prime suspect.
You got a lot of nerve to accuse me of lying. I'm not the one standing in front of a crowd of people hiding my involvement in kidnapping and murder.
My involvement, Mr. Jensen? Your recording doesn't prove that. I know why you came here instead of taking your recording to the police. I know the real reason for your accusations, and you're not entirely to blame for what you're doing. It is common, after trauma such as the one you suffered, to fixate on the event, to stay blocked in the past. In a word, you're obsessed.
I can worry about myself later. What's really important now is the 5 innocent people whose lives were stolen from them during that attack. Sandoval knows where they are. Now, where is he?
I don't want to see anyone's lives stolen from them. If you could see your situation clearly, you would realize you're being driven by your losses. Your actions are motivated by an attempt to regain a sense of control at my expense. You're turning me into your enemy when I'm not.
I don't have to make you my enemy, Taggart. Your actions speak for themselves. You started the anti-augmentation
No, you didn't,
movement,
but hello.
and now anti-augmentation terrorist groups are making headlines every day. You always say Humanity Front isn't violent. But look outside. We're seeing proof that it is.
The violence is a terrible thing. I do not advocate it, but nor can I deny it exists. From the very day I founded Humanity Front, I made it clear that the group would be devoted to non-violent resistance. To deviate from this would mean dishonoring the memory of the very woman whose murder caused me to found the organization. Mr. Jensen, how can you possibly accuse me of doing otherwise?
Who's the one showing disrespect to your wife's memory right now? You chose to be responsible for everyone underneath you the day you chose to be the boss. Sandoval launched an attack on Seraph Industries, and you're hiding him from me? You're no better than he is.
You impertinent son of a... Mr. Jensen, if you knew Isaiah Sandoval as well as I do, if you knew the core of his being, in spite of his family history, you too might fight tooth and nail to defend him as I have. But you're right. If he has done something regrettable, then the truth needs to come out, whatever it may be. I'll show you where Isaiah is. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but I'm going to have to beg your indulgence for a few moments more. If you will all please remain patient, I will return as soon as I can. Thank you. Mr. Jensen, I'll see you backstage.
crashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms.
Mr. Jensen, I appreciate you allowing me to deal with this in a more discreet manner.
Save it, Taggart. You've wasted enough of my time as it is. Now where's Sandoval?
He has an apartment he uses when in this city, on Grand River Road. He mentioned he was feeling very run down, so I can only assume he went there.
I see.
He's not an evil man, Mr. Jensen. If he's done what you say, it's only because of his brother, Ezekiel. A man you might know better as Zeke Sanders.
Sanders? The man who attacked Sarah's manufacturing plant?
I knew nothing about it until after it was over, and then I tried. I tried to convince Isaiah not to follow in his footsteps.
Good job.
Mr. Jensen, please. Isaiah has done so much for so many needy people, people suffering from implant rejection. Promise me you will deal with him fairly.
That all depends on Isaiah.
I understand, but please try.
After viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus, Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent crashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms.
Once we deal with this situation with Sandoval, then I believe, if I remember correctly, we end up going back to Heng Shop in China, which will be a good stopping point. So after we, I think I just went to, so once we deal with the Taggart situation, then that'll be a good chunk for now. Or not Taggart, Sandoval. Excuse me.
It's a reliable source, goddammit! Jensen? I almost didn't recognize you. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, what are the chances? Do you remember me? I was a rookie when you still rolled in SWAT.
Nikki. Of course I remember you. How you been? The brass got you on ride control too?
Yeah, I am. Or I was until... Damn it. Look, something big is going down, and I'm kinda freaking out here. You remember that MCBer, Jacob White? You busted him a couple of times.
Yeah, I remember him. Assault and possession. He's still running rackets?
No, I mean, yeah, shit, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter, because he's moved on to bigger things.
Nikki, slow down.
Listen, hear me out. I just got word he has his hands on some real military-grade explosives. The prick's got a fucking bomb, Adam. And you know how much he hates the PD. He's going to hit us while we have our pants down with the riots. You gotta help us out here.
Nikki, I'm kinda busy. If he's got a bomb, just call it in and follow procedure.
What do you think I've been doing? I've been on the horn all night, and my CO already sent a patrol over to Jacob's house. We've got a warrant, so they searched the place, but nothing came up, not even Jacob. Now they're saying my CI is probably full of shit and just fucking with me. Bullshit! Jacob's using the riots as cover, and he's going to hit us, and hit us hard. Adam, I need you to trust me on this. You gotta help me find Jacob.
Fine, I'll help. Let's go over what we know. Just the facts.
What we know? Just the facts? What we know is he's certified batshit crazy, hates cops, quotes Che Guevara, and got his hands on military-grade explosives. What more do you need to know? Oh, Christ, man. I've got nobody to help me, and I can't even breathe. How am I supposed to find this guy? The bomb could be right under us, right now!
Nikki, you're a cop. Act like it. How are you gonna earn your stripes if you shit yourself under pressure like some wet behind the ears rookie at the academy?
Fuck. You're right. Damn it. I'm sorry. I lost my head. I'm still in the game, Adam. It won't happen again. You can trust me on this.
Just focus, okay? We know that White hates cops, so his first target is probably gonna be the precinct or somewhere nearby. Make sense?
Yeah, and he wouldn't risk hanging around the bank or transit station. They've got those security cameras with facial recognition software. And the precinct is shut down thanks to the internal affairs investigation. That leaves the precinct alleys and sewers as the most probable places to find White. I'm going to get on the horn and update my CO. Can you check those two locations? And Jensen, be careful. White may have left booby traps lying around. He's like that, now that I think about it.
Got it.
I know it's a long shot, but I'm hoping we get backup to expand the search. In the meantime, we can check those areas, and who knows, maybe we'll catch a break. Oh, and Jensen, please don't turn him into a martyr. I'd prefer him breathing.
Hello, Mr. Police Robot.
Without the weapon, sir.
You think?
Sorry, I can't let you into the station at this time.
One of those hooligans stole my purse.
It's just embarrassing, really. Like anyone can walk into the precinct.
Is there anywhere I can pick up and throw? Of course not. Goodies. Of course, the throwable objects are around the corner. Get him to come over. Come on. Come on. Check it out. Come on. Come on. I know you want to.
Who's it?
I keep hitting the wrong button to drop. I want to just... Whoa! Bollocks.
Hung up on. If we detect even the slightest
Really? Go check out Sandoval's apartment.
You sure you closed the door?
Yeah. Of course I did. What do you think I am? An idiot?
You're not gonna make me answer that, are you?
If you take that practice kit, be aware it is a booby trap, so you don't need it, don't get it. If you don't need it, don't pick it up. Look who it is. Sorry, Zeke. Nothing personal. And no, just because you did him a solid before doesn't mean that he'll
Pritchard, looks like Sandoval's got a secret bunker. I'm gonna flush him out.
Let's hope he's still there.
I think it came from around here.
Yo, you see anything?
Wasting my time. No one's here. Hey, anyone there? Must have imagined it.
And rock bottom. Phew.
And this is why I urge every member of my staff, every man and woman dedicated to the true mission of the Humanity Front, to do the same. Isaias, if you're watching this, I beg you, do not allow misplaced anger to destroy everything we have struggled to achieve.
It's over. He knows I can't come back from that.
Everybody knows, Sandoval. You can't hide from what you've done.
What I've done, Mr. Jensen. I spent years patching people back together from augmentation botch jobs and systemic organ rejection brought on by implants. And now, because of Bill's betrayal, I'll never practice medicine again.
You really want to help someone? Tell me where Sarif's scientists are.
I wish I could, Mr. Jensen. But my involvement ended right after I failed to remove their GPLs.
You failed?
Turns out, my surgical skills weren't good enough to bypass David Serif's insurance policy. So for all I know, those little implants are broadcasting right now. On a frequency so low your network specialist wouldn't think to look for it.
You changed the frequencies.
You have your answers, Mr. Jensen. And I've lost all of mine. The courts may think I have much to atone for, but my court will be a higher one.
How about I take that gun with me when I go?
You got everything you came for. Please, just leave.
Believe it or not, I'd rather you didn't kill yourself.
That's because you have no idea what tortures I've endured. The guilt, the shame. I was told the scientists would be used to find a peaceful solution to the augmentation crisis. Instead, I was involved in kidnapping and murder. My life ended that night. It's time for me to go.
Think about it. Are you really in such a hurry to face that higher court of yours?
At least there are no lies before God. Did you see that abominable press conference? William Taggart all but accused me of terrorism. He claimed that all the violence committed in the name of our cause was the result of my influence.
So stay alive long enough to tell him your side of the story.
He already knows it isn't true. I trusted that man. For years I gave him loyal service, and he betrayed me. He sacrificed my freedom and good name to save the reputation of his organization. It's no use fighting him. He'll just spin it again. At least if I die, he'll never be able to use me again.
So tell your side of the story to the press. Swear at your trial that you're a better person than him. You want a peaceful solution to the augmentation crisis? Every camera in the country is going to be pointed at you. Use it to make a case. Convince people.
Bill Taggart already controls public opinion. You can try to lift my spirit all you want, Mr. Jensen, but the facts don't change. To think I believed that my life could be spent helping people. What foolish arrogance. I was a failure as a doctor and as a political lobbyist, but I didn't learn my lesson. I had to try one last time. I had to go too far. I should have known better. But I was a born loser, Mr. Jensen. And I am fated to die as one.
Listen to me, Doc. I know you just wanted to help people, and that somewhere along the line, things got really screwed up. But there are still people out there who need you, who care whether you live or die. You pull that trigger, and for the rest of their lives, they're gonna wonder how come they failed you.
No! No, that's not right! They didn't fail me. None of this is anyone's fault but my own. I can't leave them feeling responsible. Take the gun, Mr. Jensen. Please.
Pritchard, get this. The GPLs are still transmitting. Sandoval switched them to a lower frequency.
But they could be broadcasting anywhere in the world. I don't have the type of equipment we'll need to find them.
It's our only lead, Pritchard. You have to do something.
I know. Listen, the riot's still blocking the street entrance. Head back to your apartment and Malik will fly you over. Maybe by the time you get here, I'll have figured out something.
What'd I do? I ain't seen the footage, but that shit could be doctored. You wait for them to save you?
Training exercises for augmented souls.
You okay, sweetheart?
I'm a little shaken up, but I'm just
I really appreciate you helping us out, Adam, but we're running out of time. We gotta find White before he blows something up.
We're in the clear. I left White unconscious in the sewers under the precinct.
Thank God. The chief finally took me seriously and is sending some men to help out. We'll take it from here.
Great. Anything else?
Oh, and it isn't much, but take this. The cops have a Deadpool going. I don't like it, but you take down a cop killer and you get a bounty, that sort of thing. I usually reserve this to pay off our CIs, but I think you earned it. I threw in a little something extra for bringing him in alive. It's good to know you're still one of the good guys, Jensen.
By the way, Nikki, White's bomb wasn't even explosive. It was a gas bomb. I managed to disable it, but you might want to get a disposal team down there to do a proper sweep and clean.
Ah, shit! I totally forgot about that. I'll get EOD on it right away. Last thing we need are more casualties. Man, I'm sure glad I bumped into you tonight. You're gonna have to let me buy you a pint down at Maggie's sometime. If I hang around you long enough, maybe some of that famous Jensen swagger will rub off on me.
Yeah, we'll do that sometime. Take care of yourself, Nikki.
Nora 92 to Central. Come in, Central. Over.
Nora 92, this is Central. Over.
That code 10 I called in earlier. It's actually gas ordnance. We need EOD down there for cleanup, stat. Tell first response to keep their hands off, and we should quarantine the block just to be sure. Over.
10-4, Nora 92. Thanks for the heads up. Stand by for updates. Central out.
There you go. That's taken care of. We'll head back to Jensen's apartment.
How may I be of service? See you soon.
And then it just hit me because I was going to say something. I was going to muse on how in this game Praxis kits are only 5,000 credits, but in Mankind Divided, the sequel to this, Praxis kits are 10,000 credits. You know, 100% markup. And I was gonna muse on how that's, you know, silly, but at the same time it's thematically correct, because by the time of Mankind Divided, augmented people are viewed with, despised. So I guess it makes sense, at least from a story perspective, which I suppose I can't truly fault, because at least there's a good reason, but a story reason for it to be like that. But doesn't make it any less frustrating. It's like,
controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus.
Just shut up, Eliza, okay? Seriously. Pardon me.
Nice detective work, Jensen. You ready to return to HQ?
Yeah. Let's hope Pritchard's found that frequency.
You said it. I got a message for you, Jensen, from Pritchard. He says he's not in the office.
Great. So what exactly am I supposed to do?
I don't know. He said you should check in with the boss.
Even if it was true that we were breeding a bunch of augmented soldiers and training them, what do they think stopping us from going home and going to London?
Seraph?
David's just stepped out for a moment, Mr. Jensen. But do come in. I've been hoping to meet you.
Mr. Darrow. I'm surprised you even know who I am.
David speaks very highly of you. He says that when it comes to detective work, you are like a dog with a bone. Have you found your scientist yet?
What else did David tell you?
Over the years, plenty. But today I'm here as a friend and fellow scientist. Things are getting quite turbulent out there, wouldn't you agree? So many people drunk on revolution. The United Nations being urged to intervene. And all because of the technology I created.
Things have come a long way since then.
Haven't they? And now my old friend David wants me to lead us to the Promised Land. He's asked me to invite members of the UN to Panchaea. to convince them we don't need industry regulation.
Your geoengineering project in the Arctic Ocean.
The installation couldn't have been built without the assistance of augmented workers. And when it's finished, my little hole in the ocean is going to stop global warming. A lovely photo op, wouldn't you say?
If it works.
You mean, if it doesn't kill us all?
Adam? You're back. Can I speak to you outside? Get to the helipad, son. You're going back to Hengsha Island. Frank tracked down one of the GPLs.
Only one? Is it?
Sevchenko's. But Adam, he had to call in a favor of the DOD to do it.
Meaning, the conspirators probably know I'm coming.
Adam, I saw you on the news. I saw you take Taggart down a notch. You really showed him.
Thanks.
Boss said we're heading back to Hengsha?
Pritchard tracks Sevchenko's GPL signal. If he's alive, there's a chance the rest of them are too.
That's a pretty big leap, Jensen.
We've been making big leaps for a while now.
Whatever you say. You ready to get going?
No time like the present. Let's get going.
Then hop in. Bad news, Spy Boy.
Spy Boy?
Hengsha Traffic Control just revoked our clearance. We're being rerouted to another part of the city.
I don't like that. I suppose you can't just ignore them.
Yeah, right. Chinese government. I've got to comply. Bravo Echo Echo 008, proceeding to designated coordinates.
First bell tower would be the reason.
What the hell? We've got a sandbox on our tail.
Throw some chaff.
Jensen, all systems are down.
Come on.
Hang on, we're going in hard. Stop, Jensen!
Malik, we've got company.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Sevchenko. I'll be fine.
You'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe, maybe not. But this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen.
crap.
Malik, we've got company.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Savchenko. I'll be fine.
You'll be a sitting duck.
Maybe, maybe not. This is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen. Jensen, the bird's fixed and I'm taking off. Now get on with the damned mission. And thanks, Spy Boy.
You never leave a man behind, or a woman as the case may be. You don't leave behind like that. So yeah, you can hang back. You can hang back and save Malik, or sneak by the soldiers and continue on. But you have to be very quick about it. Tossing a gas grenade, a couple gas grenades here in the center area, where the toss the gas grenade right in this area here. You can move on to the guys on the upper level attacking Frida. The point is, if you can get them to start shooting at you, then and shooting at and looking for you, then you've gotten their attention long enough that you'll be able to and with the when that robot activates, hit it with a EMP grenade and then hit it with an EMP grenade, then shoot it a couple times with your shotgun. Hopefully you've upgraded it with at least one damage upgrade. And then moving on after that. Don't need the frag grenade because actually. That's all of them. Now, if you're lucky to hit those reddish barrels you saw, then those are explosive material, and those will make your life a lot easier. If you sneak past the guards and don't stay to help Malik, then when you get to the top of this elevator, a bell tower officer.
Jensen, I've been monitoring comm activity around Hengsha. Bell tower's looking for you. Hard.
I know. They ambushed us, Pritchard. Forced us to make an emergency landing. Malik barely got away in time.
But they're supposed to be...
The good guys?
Just give them a wide berth, Jensen. If they recognize you, they'll shoot.
Remember, these... See, it's disappointing. Something should have been said about, and these are the guys you wanted to protect Seraph Industries over instead of me. So. Alrighty. Well, I think that's gonna be good for now, guys. That was a good, that was a decent chunk, chapter, whatever you want to call it. Took care of the whole Picus, or went to Picus, solved that, and followed that clue, came back to Detroit, took care of the Taggart and Sandoval situation, came back to Hengsha, saved Malik. Ow. Anyway, I'm gonna move forward a little because I want to see.
Jensen, it's Pritchard. Have you been watching the news?
Been a bit busy, Francis.
Jensen, the World Health Organization is advising all augmented patients to check in with Lim. There's a problem with biochip technology.
The glitches I've been experiencing.
We've all had them. So far, I can't determine why.
You heading to a clinic?
I'm running a few more tests. But since I can't exactly run them on you, and we don't know when you'll be back, you might not want to wait. Up to you.
Okay. So like I said, do not get the biochip. I'm only coming here to try to buy the energy stuff. I think I can just talk to her and...
You here for recall? There is problem with the peripheral nerve interface.
I'll think about it.
Clear. It's
Okay, good. That's right.
Okay, bye now.
There's two there, so I'll need. To do this. There we go.
You here for recall?
Nope.
I'll think about it.
You're very well. You here for recall?
I'll think of.
Clear. Is You're very welcome, sir.
Okay. Alright, guys, that'll be good for now. As we get outside, I'll